What's up, guys? JFM here. Welcome back to another Minecraft Pocket Edition video. And in today's video, well, I thought I'd update you guys a bit on what's going on with our lovely game. Now, I do gotta be honest, it's been a while since I've done an update video, so if I get anything wrong, if anything is in error, just let me know in the comments section. And yeah, but I'm pretty interested because some of this stuff is actually really cool. And now that I'm starting to get back into it, it's getting exciting again, which is awesome. So, let's go ahead and start it off. Now, there's gonna be a lot of stuff in this video. Nothing is really related. It's just stuff that's happened in the past few weeks. So, with that being said, let's jump into the video. So, the first thing I want to talk about is this tweet from Daniel Wassenhoff, and he says, "See where I'm going with this," and posts a picture with 3 items. We've got an iron sword, a piece of charcoal, I believe that is, and a new item, which is an iron nugget. Now, this, I think, was introduced into PC, whether it was on a snapshot or something, it has been added to PC. It's basically an unrefined version of an iron ingot. So if you put an iron ingot into a crafting bench, it'll give you 9 iron nuggets. Now, this concept has been used with gold for forever, and you can make gold nuggets in MCPE already. However, this new iron nugget really has absolutely no use. Gold nuggets can be used in different crafting recipes, and I believe that is what this will eventually be used for. Now, whether that means new items or new recipes for previously, new recipes for old items, we don't know. So, does this new iron nugget mean that we're gonna get new recipes for maybe like an iron apple or something? Or does it mean some of the recipes that used to use iron ingots will be changed to use this iron nugget? Because there are some things that just don't make sense you use way too much iron for. For example, a flint and steel. There is no way you are using a full iron ingot for a flint and steel. Let's be realistic here, it would make much more sense if it was just an iron nugget, and that totally works. Also, another example, let's say any redstone. Redstone equipment is so expensive because of the iron required. The redstone isn't even the issue. The issue is always the iron. So, maybe they change the recipes to use nuggets instead of ingots. That way, it's 9 times cheaper for the iron components at least, which would be very useful and would make a lot of sense, because realistically you don't need as much iron as what's required in the recipes, let's be honest. So like I said, I'm not too sure what this exactly means, but it's pretty cool, and I just want to point out, I think I know what darn geek Daniel Wassenhoff is talking about with this picture. If you take any iron item, armor, sword, tool, anything, and you smelt it down in a furnace, you're going to get some nuggets. That's how that works. You can also just break down a plain iron ingot in a crafting table. So I think that is what he was going with there. Now, this next topic is really cool. I'm not too sure how much information is out about this. Like I said, I'm kind of jumping back in, but this looks really cool. It's something from Jeb this time, and he's doing all sorts of stuff with wool and a brand new block that changes the color palette of MCPE, or Minecraft in general, which is really cool. So I will narrate the story as it was told to me. So first I see this picture from Jeb, and it's a palette test per se of him changing the colors of wool. Now there are slight changes, in some colors more noticeable than others, especially let's say in the pink. I can see a huge difference. In the light blue, I definitely see a difference as well. So that's pretty interesting, right? We go on to the next picture. This is a tweet. It says, "Here's another example of the palette, this time with exactly the same texture in both pictures." So the last time there was no texture change. This time he took the textures out of it and just showed the different shades that he was using. So within this picture, we can easily see that the differences in the look of the blocks in the previous picture was not due to the textures. It was actually due to the hue of the different shades of colors. So as you can tell, there is a difference there, and I think this is definitely needed. Now, under the second tweet in this thread, people pointed out that some wool looked odd, pink in particular, which was more because of texture changes than palette changes, which of course makes sense given the crazy difference that was seen in that specific instance. And And then, Jeb keeps us updated. A few days later, tweets out, work in progress for MCPE 1.12 and MCPE 1.1. Based on the new palette, the noise needs some tweaking, but you get the idea. So basically, he's showing us a few different variants of blocks. Now, at this stage, looking at this picture, I'm thinking, okay, some of those blocks, are these new blocks? I'm not sure what's going on. Could it be Hardened Clay? Could it be whatever? But it's obviously paired up to match with the wool colors. In the next tweet Jeb released, he clears this up and says, for those of you wondering, we currently have no plans on changing the Hardened Clay textures, so we know that those blocks were not Hardened Clay. And then he finally follows it up with this last tweet. There seems to be a bit of confusion about the screenshot I showed wool and a completely new block. The Hardened Clay has not changed, meaning if we go back 2 pictures, these blocks accompanying the wool, those are brand new, and that is where the mystery comes in. I mean, for as long as I've been playing Minecraft, I've always wanted a block that's solid and true to color. The Hardened Clay is a little weird. If you dye Hardened Clay blue, it's not really blue. It's like a mixture of gray and blue. It's a weird system. So seeing that there is finally going to be blocks that match the color they're supposed to match, I think this is pretty cool, especially for builders out there. So let's see what else we can figure out about these new blocks. So I'm doing some research and I find a GIF. I think this is tweeted out by Jeb. It is a little redstone contraption, but what we're gonna be doing is watching the sand fall. The first sand falls in the ocean, nothing happens. The pink sand, however, or pink sand, we're not too sure if it's sand, it falls in and then it solidifies into one of those solid blocks we saw in the previous picture. So, this obviously has new properties that are not common to any other block in the game right now. It changes state when it contacts with water. What could this mean? What could this be? Interesting, Indeed. Let's go ahead and take a look at the changes within the snapshot, and this will give us a full view of what's been going on. Now, for those of you PC, you can actually access these new blocks and mess around with them. I have not done it myself yet. I'll maybe do it after this video, but basically what these blocks are is they are concrete blocks. Now, the concrete powder blocks are the ones that look like sand, and then they can, once combined with water, I guess, they turn into concrete blocks, and then they can also be modified into glazed terracotta blocks, which is crazy. So we first have the colored sand, which is actually concrete powder. We then have the solid colored blocks, which are colored concrete blocks. And then we finally have glazed terracotta blocks, which have awesome designs on them. And I can show you a few examples here. So if you are a proud owner of the PC version of Minecraft, go give this snapshot a look and see what these blocks are all about. I'm very excited to take a look, but I think what I've shown today is good enough. And I'll have some background gameplay of these blocks up on screen. So yeah, pretty cool, guys. They also did change the wool colors, so maybe that change is coming to MCPE as well. So all of this stuff is now been added to the PC version. I'm pretty excited to see when this makes its way into Minecraft Pocket Edition. I'll keep you guys up to date on when these new blocks are going to be arriving, but that is not only, well, I don't even know how many new blocks this is. This is 3 new types of blocks, but an insane amount of block variations if you consider all of the colors that each one of them comes in and all of the terracotta patterns that have been added. So a lot of new building opportunities here for sure. And in other news, we have a tweet from Shogi Cervantes, and he says, yes, server inventory is finally coming straight to MCPE. No item cheating anymore on realms, servers, or ridiculous enchantments, which is awesome. This is a small thing. It's just finally, basically there's going to be a way to check the inventory for servers so that they can stop people from cheating in insane enchantments and in items into their games, specifically on realms and other external servers, which is pretty cool. I'd like to see that come, and I'll keep you guys up to date on when that arrives. So, before I go, I thought I would show you guys this list. Now, when the last big update for MCPE came out, there was a blog post, like always, but this time it came with a What's Coming Next section, which I thought was really cool, and it just basically shows a few of the things that Mojang is planning on tackling next as far as MCPE is concerned. So take a look at this list, see if there's anything that interests you, and chances are this is on the top of their list of things to do next, which is pretty exciting. So, yeah, that's it for today's update video. Guys, like I said, it's been a while, so if I got anything wrong or I'm missing anything, please let me know in the comment section below. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay frosty. My friends, peace guys, see ya, bye-bye.